He's going to go across track limits though on the exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now down
to third, just on the scrub, and the brakes into the left-hander. That's Pushin that all time at 201.71.
Well, this is absolutely fascinating there. Towards 2A and 2B. Veda wants to go on the inside there again, but Christian Danek just so late on the brakes.
Leads again, and still 15 laps to go. My goodness, I don't know how heartbreak will stand.
And you see Matani and Ramadeepa having their own little battle back in 8th and 9th on our timing screens. Just a swap, isn't he? Goodness me. And that was a bit of an example there. He slightly rushed the corner, but I don't think he sacrificed.
Up the inside, it's the number 11 of David Gonzalez who has a look.
Over from there. Got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mousey. That's a good start from them. Thompson could have expected his drive too much there on this big hill climb up towards turn 3.
And I think he dragged Veda Pratama back with the lead. It's Brian Uriarte who has the advantage over Pushin in the white helmet.
Him to be in this front group perhaps with his pace and qualification, but not today. Fastest lap.
Onto the green with him there at turn 1, but there's the chasing pack, including Benyat Fernandez, and they are. Gonzalez is in 3rd place.
And you've got Morelli in there as well, Peter.
Where did he come from?
For the race goes to Hakim Danish on the back of this group, the number 13 Malaysian rider there, doing very, very well indeed.
Are closing in, they're visibly closing now. You don't need to see the too much about the timing screens because you can see.
How'd you do that, Marco? Wow, you've woken up, haven't you?
That's right. Of course, he didn't come. He was pit lanes.
On championship leader, 4 second places so far this year. This is where he took his first Rookies Cup victory.
They are closing in,
and this is the danger. You know, Uriarte, Pratama, they do not want
yesterday, but that was a penalty. He started from 15th, his qualified position today, but still 15th.
Last year, as he nearly gets wiped out there by, he nearly took out their big pack, because all that means is, come the end of the race, they could be leading over the line on the fight towards the final.
To 5th kind of thing. Right, so it is Uriarte on the 51.
Giulio Pugliese, it was 31 on 13. That was a tough move. So it gets turn 3 is not lap, and then finish up maybe 8th or 9th or something. They need every point that they can get. For the person who
Pushin the white helmet, 17 around the outside. Gonzalez inside in 3rd place.
Your stereotypical overtaking spot.
No, it isn't. But meanwhile, I was interested. I was watching Brian Uriarte.
It is in his best interest to bring the group all together. Hakim Danish.
Yeah, and he at the moment is back in 8th.
Christian Daniel Jr., the number 70, up into 8th place as well, just off the back of the
latte there as he tries to hang on to Veda Pratama. He didn't look quite as smooth and cool and place, but closing in. And that group runs all the way down to what sort of
leading group then. So a lot of the riders who maybe had a little bit left in the tank.
Precise as he normally does. I wonder if he's just having to push quite hard to stay down to 20th position.
Goodness me, absolutely brilliant. After the end of free practice and qualifying, look a lot better here today as we see Morelli now moved up into 3rd.
With the leader, the number 54, the Indonesian Veda Pratama.
Pratama there we go, the first of the track limits warnings coming in for Guillaume Plante already. You don't want that track limits 3rd.
Yeah. I mean, Morelli's a guy who you always think could win any week.
In such a different, all 5 of them doing completely different lines there through the reverse course. You're warning already at this stage in the game, do you? Because one more time and you find yourself going through the long lap.
He can, but it just doesn't come together for him. Maybe this is his day.
Morelli's becoming a bit of an enigma, isn't there? And you're absolutely right. It is so downhill there. You cannot imagine it from penalty.
Yeah. And there's Benyat Fernandez on the number 7. He certainly has the pace to drag this.
On his day, he is quicker than absolutely everybody in this field by a little bit of a margin, to be honest. Well, just your TV screens. How they're not just folding the front every time. Well, that's why they're in Rebels.
Scoop, and there's who is that in the background, way off on the green that time. Right, so start. That's right. We saw that at Aston last year.
Exactly.
But, one weekend doesn't make a championship, does it?
No.
Well, that's right. And as I say, they go through the gearbox, so through the left-hander in first and finish then. And there's somebody pulling off. That was Christian Daniel pulling his tape.
No, but there's no doubt in his talent, but he's got to keep that consistency. Can he do it today, Mr. No Plan?
They just go second, third, fourth. You know, it's so steep down there that they're just as quickly as off the radiator. As Brian Uriarte leads over Veda Pratama. Up the inside is Morelli on B. Right, down the waterfall again. It is Brian Uriarte that leads. Karpushin in second. They can change the gear, they do so. So there is the number 13 of Hakim Danish, our points leader. But Christian Daniel, he does it. Morelli takes third place. In the second base, Marco Morelli in third. Is it Gonzalez up the inside? He has to back out. He's yet to win a race this year. He's frustrated by that. More frustrated is Brian Uriarte.
9/10 of a second with the chasing group across the finish line that time around, Peter.
But Karpushin takes the lead.
And you were absolutely right in terms of confidence, Peter.
Ramadati, who's won 2 races and twice been knocked off. And once by Hakim Danish.
Yeah, and he wants to post him by a 10th. But look at Brian out front. He's just thinking, no way, I'm absolutely... who, of course, got that second place yesterday. Up there in the leading group, in the dry today. He's running away with it by this point in the championship, didn't he? You know, he looks at what he did last year. I could go one better. He's going for it. Last time around, he set a 146.8. But actually, the fastest rider on track, Peter, is Joel. He's carried through. He knows he can do it now. And off he goes. That was Danish there. He is... he's than that. He wants to be a junior GP champ and Red Bull Rookies champ in the same year, like the riders all parked back in 19th place at 145.9. So actually there's a lot of with Uriarte getting bullied about at the moment, that is certainly helping things in his favour. He's back in the live. Before him is Pugliese, now picks his pocket into the final turn. That is an impressive move because they in hand here for the riders. But do they want to burn up their tyres too quickly or not?
Well, Joel Pons, you know, he's had a
live cup standings in the lead at the moment.
Right, okay, so Karpushin now has a bit of a break.
That is so fast into there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I say they don't break, they flick it in. Season and a half in Rookies Cup so far, but he was 6th in FP2. Made a complete make. He is ahead of the 32 of Kianda Ramadipa. Yesterday's there, scrubbing off the speed, then on the brakes as they go into the left-hander, and absolutely sensational. Mess of qualifying, didn't get a toe, but certainly he has pace round here. If his FP winner. Then it is the 11 with the yellow helmet of Gonzalez in.
Well, now it's getting spicy because Pratama has not got the lead that he once had, and it's
pace is anything to go by. So it would be great to see Pons way up in this group. Third place. Uriarte pushed back to 4th with the orange helmet.
Uriarte up the inside of Pugliese, who gets the switch back there, or does he? No. Uriarte says. Uriarte and Pratama, a bit like yesterday, just swapping places around. Got a look at that then, Ramadipa in second place, where he finished yesterday. He's got Karpushin ahead of him. No way, chap, I'm out of that into turn 2, up the climb towards turn 3.